Hello, dear children. Welcome to today's class. Let us continue with the ninth lesson, direct proportion and inverse proportion. Children, in the previous video, you have learnt direct proportion. Also, we have completed practice set 37. Children, today we are going to start inverse proportion. So, children, get ready with your textbook and notebook. Now, children, take out page number 64. Here some examples based on inverse proportion are given. Now let us see the first example. Some volunteers have gathered to dig 90 pits for a tree plantation program. One volunteer digs one pit in one day. Now children, here if you look at the picture, it is clear that the volunteers are digging the pits for tree plantation program. Also it is given one volunteer digs one pit in one day. Now, if there are 15 volunteers, then you have to find how many days will they take to dig the 90 pits. Now let us see. They will take 90 upon 15, that is total number of pits divided by number of volunteers. You will get the number of days. That is 90 divided by 15, that is 6 days they will require to dig 90 pits. Now if the number of volunteers will decrease, that is if there will be only 10 volunteers, then how many days will they take? Then again we will divide 90 by 10 to get the number of days. That is 10 volunteers will take 9 days to dig 90 pits. Now in these cases you will see as the number of volunteers are increasing, here the number of days it takes is decreasing. One volunteer take 90 days. If only one volunteer is digging the pit, then he will take 90 days to dig 90 pits. But if there will be 15 volunteers, then they will take only 6 days. But if the number of volunteers will decrease, that is, if 10 volunteers will dig the pit, then they will take 9 days to dig. Now here from these examples, you have to find, are the number of pits and number of volunteers in direct proportion? So children, think over it and find out whether number of pits and number of volunteers are in direct proportion. Yes, what conclusion will you make? Here, as the number of volunteers will increase, they will dig more number of pits. That is, more the number of volunteers, more the number of pits will be digged. Hence, this is an example of direct proportion. Now, if the number of volunteers decreases, more days are required. Just now we have seen, initially there were 15 volunteers, they take 6 days. If there will be 10 volunteers, they will take 9 days. It means if number of volunteers will decrease, then more days will be required to dig the pits. If the number of volunteers increases, fewer days are required for the same job. Now, here if number of volunteers will increase, then the number of days will decrease. Hence, there is the opposite inverse proportion between number of volunteers and number of days. That is, in these cases, the product of number of volunteers and number of days is constant. That is 15 6 are 90. Here number of volunteers is 10, number of days is 9. That is 10 9s are 90. Here the product of the two quantities that are in inverse proportion remains constant. Now we say that in these cases, as one quantity increases, the other decreases. Also, if one quantity decreases, the other increases. Now let us see another example. Suppose Sudha has to solve 48 problems in a problem set. If she solves one problem every day, she will need 48 days to complete the set. Now, here the example of problems in a problem set is given. It is given that if Sudha solves only one problem every day, then she will take 48 days to complete the problem set. But if she solves 8 problems every day, then naturally she will take less number of days. That is, we will divide 48 by 8. Here we will get that she will take only 6 days to complete the problem set. And if she solves 12 problems a day, She will need 48 divided by 12, that is 4 days. Here, as the number of problems that she solves every day increases, then the number of days required to complete the problem set decreases. Hence, from this example, we say that number of problems solved in a day and number of days are in inverse proportion. Here again, you will see that the product of number of problems solved every day and the number of days remains constant. Here, if you see 8 6 are 48, 12 4s is also 48. From the above example, we note that the product of number of problems solved in a day and number of days is same. That is, it remains constant. Now, next solved example given on page number 65. 15 workers take 8 hours to build a wall. How many hours will 12 workers need to build the same wall? Now here in this example, children, 15 workers are taking 8 hours to build a certain wall. Now if the number of workers will decrease, then naturally they will take more time to build the same wall. Hence, this is an example of inverse proportion. Here the product of the two quantities. What are the two quantities here? Number of workers and the time taken. Here the product of these two quantities remains constant. Now we will see here, as the number of workers increases, the number of hours decreases. Here the number of workers and number of hours are in inverse proportion. Therefore, the product of number of workers and the number of hours needed to build the wall is constant. Now, here we will consider the variable x for the number of hours that 12 workers will need to build the same wall. Now, we will write the given part first. 15 workers take 8 hours. Let 12 workers take x hours. Here the product of the two quantities is constant. That is 15 multiplied by 8 is equal to 12 multiplied by x. So you will get the equation here. 12 multiplied by x is 15 multiplied by 8. Now here 12 multiplied by x is 12x. 15 multiplied by 8 is 120. Now we will divide both the sides by 12. 12x divided by 12 is x and 120 divided by 12 is 10. Hence, 10 hours are required for 12 workers to build the same wall. Now next example, a 40-page class magazine is to be written. If one student would require 80 days to write it, how many would 8 students require? Now in this example, a class magazine, 40-page class magazine is to be written. Here, one student require 80 days. You have to find number of days required for 4 students to complete the same magazine. Now, as the number of students will increase, number of days will decrease. Hence, this is an example of inverse proportion. Now, if more number students help to do the same task, fewer days will be required. That is, number of students and number of days are in inverse proportion. We will consider, let 4 students need x days to complete the magazine. So, we will make a table of it. Here, one student takes 80 days, 4 students take x days. Now here these are the two quantities. The product of these two quantities will remain same. That is 1 multiplied by 80 is equal to 4 multiplied by x. So you will get the equation 4x is equal to 80 multiplied by 1. Now here 4 is in multiplication. On the other side it will come in division. So you will get x is equal to 80 upon 4. Now 80 divided by 4 is 20. Hence x is equal to 20. Now what is x here? X is the number of days required by 4 students to complete the class magazine. Hence we will write the answer. 4 students require 20 days to complete the class magazine.